Hi everybody, it's me, Corey T, and in this video I'm going to be talking about my version of circumstances don't matter. I've talked about this before, so many of you know the way that I see it, but just to cut to the chase, my version of circumstances don't matter is things change. It's the only fact that we have about life, and it's very comforting because it's the only certainty that we've got. Things change. So in other words, no matter where you are or what's happening or what you can see happening in front of you or what version you have of a person in front of you or what version you have of yourself right now, things change. It's the beauty of life, evolution. We're always evolving, growing, moving, and therefore things change. Things have to change. No matter how good something is or bad something is, the truth is that things change. So the reason why I prefer to say things change instead of circumstances don't matter is because actually I think circumstances do matter because they give you a reflection of how you're feeling inside. They show you where your work is, and actually it's okay for you to accept the current circumstances when you know that things change. So often people come to me and they'll say things like, I know, circumstances don't matter, because that's what they've heard loads and loads of times in the community. And what they're really saying is, I know I shouldn't be worried, I know I shouldn't be upset, but actually they are upset. You are upset because the circumstance isn't good right now and it doesn't feel good and it's not what you want. And actually that's really, really good information, and it's okay for you to be upset. It's okay for you to not like the current situation, right? It's okay for you to acknowledge that. You have to acknowledge it because you need the contrast in order to know what you do want, right? So it's good information. So circumstances do matter, because they're showing you what you don't want, which is directing you to what you do want. And the fact is that things change. And that's very, very comforting. If you're wanting to see a change in a person or a new version of a person or a new version of yourself, you can find evidence for how possible this is when you look at how much you've changed over the years, when you look at how much you have grown and the light bulb moments you've had and the lessons you've learned and how you've grown and embodied those lessons throughout the course of your life. You've already done that. You've already got the evidence. So when you see that within yourself, you see how possible it is for that to happen in someone else or for other situations around you to change and grow. Often what happens is people will be so devastated when they see something happening around them and they feel like, oh my God, I can't believe this has happened. And it feels like that's the end. It feels like that's the outcome and that's the final destination. And it feels like that in the moment. But remember, things change. Things just change, don't they? So it's okay for you to acknowledge this sucks, this hurts, I don't like this. But then remember, things change. Sounds really simple, but it's the truth. And it's a good thing to remember when you see something happen, a circumstance pops up and you think, oh my God, this is the worst thing that could have happened. And then you remember that you're going to keep going and they're going to keep going, or the situation's going to keep growing. And therefore new things will happen, new ideas will happen, new feelings will happen for you and for anybody else, and things will change. If you can remember that in the midst of, oh my God, I can't believe this has happened, it softens it a bit. It softens the blow. It softens this is a disaster, my life is over, I'm never going to get what I want. Because actually, this is just a current situation and it will evolve. I mean, for example, in my journey with my specific person, there were many times where it looked like for a minute, for a month, for 2 months, for a year even, that it was completely over. And that's what I could have believed was true given the way the situation looked at the time. Really, it looked like that. But things changed. Things change. So this is my human way of not gaslighting myself when things don't go the way that I want them to, because I want to acknowledge that I might be unhappy about something in order for me to process and release and free myself from those feelings so that I can move on to the next stage of my life, to the next bit that changes. Because actually, in order for us to get to the next bit, we have to accept what is. So circumstances do matter because you have to accept what is, and it's okay for you to do that. It's actually liberating to do that. Let me know what you think about this new way, this new perspective of seeing circumstances don't matter, because really it's the same thing but worded in a different way so that it feels more human. It feels easier for you to accept where you are, what you feel, what's happening, knowing the only fact that we have about life is that things change. Also, so let's think about this in terms of relationships. When two people decide to just be together and commit to each other, that doesn't mean that that version of them at that moment when they decided will always be like that, because each person in that relationship will evolve and grow and change. So you end up meeting each other, whether you're together or not, again and again and again, because things change, we evolve. It's just about embracing the seasons of life, the seasons of you, the seasons of every other thing that's happening in your life. Will have ups and downs and roundabouts and stops and starts and fast and slow and quiet and loud and all of those things. Isn't that the beauty of it? Isn't that the fun of it? So embrace wherever you are now, knowing that it will change. So I hope you found this video useful. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you would like some one-to-one coaching, I am here. Just an update on my Manifestation Masters Academy. It's now starting on the 22nd of September. I've had to move things around a little bit because I've got some family commitments that have come up. But it does also give you more time to sign up and enroll onto this amazing, honestly, it's going to be awesome, 12-week program, which I know is going to change lives. So if you'd like some more information about that, I'm going to leave some information in the link below, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.